Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and hopefully sell them for a profit. Today I'm shipping items that sold, 4 items that sold on November 12th. And it's a long story, but I don't really have all the information for them. I'll tell you in a little bit. But first, this I do have the information for. This is a Land's End coat. I actually thought about keeping this for myself, but it's like a lighter weight coat. I don't really like coats, so I only wear them if I have to, when it's like really cold. But this is a really nice coat. It is kind of a, windbreaker type outer. It's partially lined with fleece. This sold on Depop and it sold within 3 days. And yeah, I had it listed for $60 and somebody sent me an offer for $40, and I'm taking sales right now. So that felt reasonable to me. I charged $12 in shipping, and it did not cost that much at all for shipping. So I did make a little money on the shipping end. I bought this at Salvation Army rummage sale that I just went to not too terribly long ago. My daughter's leaving. Excuse the loud noise. Here we go. The items that were not like in the bag sale ended up being $2.75 each. I did a video on this haul, and so if you're curious about that, you can go check that out. But let's see, with fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit on this coat is $39.78. So I do have actually my totals written on this paper too. So my total for the 12th in gross sales was $147.82. And then my profit is $110.03. And just a friendly reminder, it's not my total profit because I do have other, I made a mess of it. I do have other expenses that will come out of that profit as well. These shipping and cost of goods are just kind of the initial ones, but there are more. I am sick and today is actually the 17th. Is that right? Yes. So I'm seriously late in shipping these. I do have one eBay sale that I'm actually probably going to get dinged on because it's late, but I'm sick. I think you can probably hear that. So today I am actually going to be doing 3 different videos of things that have sold. The reason I won't have all the information is because for some weird, I don't know, I had done all my labels on Thursday night thinking I was going to do this, not Thursday, Wednesday night, I don't remember. I had done all my labels and then I got sick, and so they somehow got wet, and like all the information that I had written is like off of the back, and so everything else, like the label itself, looks fine. It's a little kind of janky, but it looks fine. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna try and remember to tell you what information I remember, but this Dockers sweater, this is a vintage sweater that sold on Depop. This one sold pretty quickly too. I think it also came from the Salvation Army rummage sale. So is this one made in the US? It's not. It's made in Korea. It does have a little bit of like a, it's not really 3D knit, but it definitely is textured. I see these worn a lot. I live in a college town and the college boys wear these for sure. I also sold another one, so that'll be in another video coming up here. So the Dockers sweater, when they look like this, either like striped or a geometric print, I list them for $40, and unless the, if it's like a Kuji or something, unless the brand dictates otherwise. I'm so out of it. I didn't even like fold this the way I usually do. So I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I think I got offered $30 on this sweater and went ahead and accepted. I thought that was really good. Like I said, I think this also came from the Salvation Army rummage sale, which means it sold really fast as well. And I'm not surprised because, like I said, I see them a lot. Like I know people are actually wearing this type of sweater. So I don't know what my profit is particularly on this sweater, but I would say in the high 20s because I didn't pay very much for it. Maybe if it came from that Salvation Army rummage, I think it was in the the bag sale portion of it. So the Salvation Army rummage sale has like a bag sale, and then they have other things that are just kind of marked. So this has some random barcodes on it that I need to cover up. Probably could have done that a better way, but this is how we're doing it today. Never here to say this is how you should do things. I don't know how these got wet. Still, they were like on my computer, and my computer wasn't wet, so I'm not really sure what happened. All right. This I bought probably at a thrift store. I know I bought it at a thrift store, maybe the bins or something. Also vintage sweater, but clearly much smaller. My son actually wore this, and there's a few little stains on it, but it's very unique, pretty cute. It says I bought it, or it sold for $23.95. I probably could have priced this higher. I did it. If it didn't have all the stains, I would have probably priced it higher. But because it was so stained, I went ahead and kept it at the $30, which is kind of my basic vintage sweater price, is $30. When I say that, I have some prices in my head that are just kind of like, if there's not a very specific comp, or I don't know, then I use those. So anyway, I send out 20% off offers, and this one sold on that for $23.95. Let's see, this has some writing on it. 10 days? Wow, it sold pretty fast. It was ours. This is the one that sold on eBay, so kind of stinks that I'll get dinged on that, but because it was ours, I have a zero cost of goods. It obviously cost me something. I'm not saying that's how you should do it, but how I do it is I do a zero cost of goods on our personal items. My profit on this one is $20.25. I can't see like the total that they paid or anything. All right, it's kind of nice to know that the heat thing for the thermal printer still stays. All right, one sold on Poshmark, and hold on, I'll show you in a second. We're also ours. These are a pair of joggers, and I think they're lined. Yeah, they're lined, and they're Hannah Anderson. I love this brand. But let's see, I think these look too big for my son. I don't know. Somebody wore them, and then we sold them. I think they sold for, let's see, that's really faded too. Maybe 16. I think it was 16. I think I had them listed for 20, and they sold for 16. The Hannah Anderson pajamas sell pretty consistently for me in outerwear, but nothing else really. This sold on Poshmark, I think, like I said, for 16. I actually got more Poshmark mailers. So I've not had these yet. These are still really big. I'm gonna go ahead and use them. But that's new. I haven't seen them yet. I actually like just put a scissors across the package, and then this is my first opening of them. So still pretty big, but I'm gonna use it since this one's sold on Poshmark. I'll just fold it over, and there we go. Okay. What else? I can't see any other numbers on there. So I think I already told you my total profit for that day. And I would love to encourage you to tell me and tell everyone in the comments what you're thankful for. We've been doing this through November. I've been asking every day. So if you've already done something, try and find something new. And I'm going to tell you that I'm very excited for a hot cup of tea with some honey in it, and that is what I'm going to go sip before I go do the rest of these, the shipping. So thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon.